starting point is feeling that you, what you essentially are, is not separate from the rest of the universe. Now, the idea, I am not a body mind, that's a kind of preliminary Advaitic teaching. It's part of the way of discrimination. Um, I'm I'm not my body. My body is just made of cells, and cells are made of molecules and atoms, and then elementary particles. I'm not. I'm aware of that. I'm aware of my body, so I can't be my body. And then my mind is just a flow of thoughts and perceptions and bodily sensations. I'm aware of that, so I can't be that. So that's a process of discrimination, which is really a very early stage, well, really the first stage in the sort of traditional Advaita path. It's what Francis calls Plan B, actually. Or what he calls Plan A is the understanding there is only one reality, and I am that reality. That's Plan A. But Plan B is where you direct people to consciousness, that which is aware. And they say, well, rather than being a body and a mind, I am that which is aware of the body and the mind. But then you need to go a step further and say, well, the body is integral and inseparable from the universe, the physical universe. The mind is integral and inseparable from the mental universe. Where do our thoughts come from?
Mm,
They don't come from anything separate. They come from this wider mental universe. And then to understand those two universes are one, that we have no reason to suppose that they are not one. We have no reason to suppose that they're separate. And then look at that which is aware of the physical universe and the mental universe. What surely that to be aware of those universes, our reality must be the same as the reality of those universes.
mm,
So then you come to the understanding, um, I'm not specifically this body or specifically this mind. I am everything. I'm everything in the physical universe. I'm everything in this mental universe. I'm everything in all other realms that I may become aware of. The realm of mathematical objects, for example. Well, I am all. My ultimate reality is the same as the reality of all of that. And then at that point, um, love automatically is universal love. It can't be anything other than that. So, in a way, it always has to start with your understanding of what you are and whether
mm,
you are separate from anything or anyone. And then, if we take special relationships, someone we fall in love with, then when we fall in love, there is this feeling, I'm not separate from him or her. I'm we are one. That is the feeling of love. That non-separation is the feeling of love. And I can remember before I really got deeply into any kind of spiritual teaching, I when I fell in love and just walking in the park with the man I loved, and everything and everyone seemed bathed in light. or the trees, the lake, the deer in the park, everything, all the other people walking, mothers with their babies and their prams, every everything everything was one, everything was myself. And so that was an experience before, and an experience of love before. And I think that is an experience that other people may not express it that way, but really anyone who's really fallen in love with someone, I think there will be moments when they'll feel something like that. What's being revealed in those moments is not a temporary state of
Mm.
love. It's really an uncovering of what we essentially are, and that essential being. Love is an inherent attribute of that. So that same love is is always there. It's just that it tends to get covered up by a sense of separation.